Michael Irvin. Back in 2000, when they won their first Super Bowl, they were record-setting in terms of allowing the fewest points ever in a 16-game season.
Defense.
That's not this squad. But now for the 5th time this year, they have held a team to season low in terms of yards. What has made them crank it up over the last 4 or 5 weeks?
Man, this defense have been playing. They've been playing great all year long. They've been playing great all year long. Now, I have said this a couple times. Since Lamar Jackson has taken over at the quarterback position, it has infused this team, this whole team, with new energy. They play with a different energy. And that defense that had been playing great all season long went to another notch. And we are seeing it now. All they're telling the offense to do is don't turn the ball over and don't make mistakes. On the defense, we will win this football
But
game.
also, too, with that, let's be honest, a lot of times people say, well, they're not allowing him to throw the ball because he can't. Let me tell you something. Lamar Jackson can throw the ball. He is very efficient. He is also a young quarterback, a rookie quarterback, in this now going into his 6th game. And understand, don't think that he does not have the acumen from the shoulders above to play quarterback. He can. You don't win the Heisman because you can run all over the field. You do it because you're efficient. You're the best player in college football, and that's what he is. And he has the ability, when he gets more comfortable, gets enough repetitions, to be an outstanding quarterback who is a dual threat. But the dual threat that I want to emphasize, he can throw the ball down the field.
And
they need to let him loose and allow himself to do that, because he's not just a running quarterback.
Yeah, but guys, remember, there were a lot of guys at the Combine who wanted him to work out with the wide receivers.
No,
remember that?
And I said he shouldn't work out with the wide receivers because he is a quarterback. There's a lot of trash in backup quarterbacks in the league right now that should not be playing, that are collecting checks.
And
he didn't need to do that.
Sticking by his guns. Kudos to him for sticking by his guns.
Yeah, and they're finally starting to let, as you're talking, they're finally starting to let him throw the ball. Tonight, I think forced him early on because the Chargers were stopping the run. They had to open it up and let him throw the football. But let me make this point. This is the most dangerous team to play in the playoffs. Why? Because of that defense. They're going to travel, and they got playmakers at every level, guys. We talk about defenses that make plays. You got to have playmakers at every level. Defensive line, linebackers, and then the secondary, and they have that.
And the top teams in the AFC, they just took now. You know, they played Kansas City tough. They just beat the Chargers here tonight. And we talked about in the pregame. We said if Lamar Jackson can make a few throws, they'll have a chance at winning this game. He made those few throws, and they won this game.
He threw some dimes out there and some very good passes, and he had a defense that just was stingy. They decided today that they were not going to allow them to do whatever they wanted.
That was shocking to me. For them to hold the Chargers to 10 points, and 7 of them come off a turnover. So really, when you think about it, the Chargers only scored.
How about this?
3 points.
Going into the fourth quarter. How about this? Going into the fourth quarter, 4 of the 12 third downs were in double digits. That's tough. That's a tough hill, mountain hill, molehill, whatever you want to climb.
In the pregame, we asked if the Chargers were the best team in the AFC. If the Ravens win the AFC North, are they the team to beat, even though they could be the 4 seed, just because of the style of play?
They're the hottest team right now. When you think about since Lamar Jackson been playing, whether they 5-1, they're definitely the hottest, and should have beat Kansas City. They should have beat Kansas City. So when you think about it,
they yell at him the way you yelled at me in the pregame.
They should be undefeated with Lamar Jackson. So you can make the argument, but because of the way they play football with Lamar Jackson, they are the hottest team, and I don't want to call them the best team right now.
Playing takeaway ball.
I still think they have an Achilles heel, throwing the ball down the field. But, man, right now, that's tough to beat.
But we've seen the importance of defense late in this season right here. At the beginning of the season, teams was high-flying and scoring a lot of points. And now those points total are down. And it's not down because we have had bad weather. We've had great weather. We haven't had one cold weather game where it's 10 or 9 degrees, you know, things like that. But the points are coming down because of great defenses coming up at the right time.
Once again, if the Steelers lose at New Orleans tomorrow, Baltimore, at least heading into Week 17, will be the 4 seed leading the AFC North. And let's keep one thing in mind. The last 5 number 1 seeds in the AFC have all made the Super Bowl. The last team that wasn't in that spot, that made it to the big game, the 2012 Baltimore Ravens, who were the 4 seed. under Joe Flacco when they went on that run.
Always got those
It's going to be
numbers,
an interesting
Chris.
last
Nugget
2
dropper.
weeks. That was Baltimore's lone offensive touchdown. They got a defensive one as well, and hugs all around from Coach Eric Weddle. What a big win for him. First time facing his former team. Of course, he spent 9 years as a San Diego Charger, and the 2 stars of the game join us here live on the set. So, Eric, let's start with you, because I imagine it was pretty emotional there at the end. I saw you slapping 5 with a lot of fans here. What was it like facing the team that drafted you?
Honestly, it was like I was back in practice, going against them, knowing the ins and outs of what they like to do. And I must say, we put on a performance tonight. Complete team effort, defensively. Wow.
Lamar, let's talk about this for right quick here, because it's just an incredible job. You win another game, and I remember talking to you back at the draft when everybody was trying to make you play any and every other position. How satisfying is this for you right now, winning these games, playing the quarterback position like you have been playing the quarterback position?
Well, I'm very satisfied. Our offense do a great job protecting me. Our offensive line do a great job protecting me. My coach, he believed in me, coming through the draft, and they drafted me. And, my heart with the Ravens, I'm just happy, we're making statements. We're going out there winning games. People doubted us. They doubted us tonight. We came out with the victory.
Hey, Eric, so I got to ask you, you obviously have, like you mentioned, faced Phillip in practice. Were there any tips that you were able to give your defense? I know you could give me something. Did you tell them anything about your experience practicing against Phillip Rivers?
Did you snitch?
Listen,
That ain't snitching.
there's things that only experience happens, right? You go through practices, the mannerisms, the dropbacks, where he likes to throw in certain coverages. So obviously I know those types of things.
Yeah.
And it helped us in certain situations by learning different route combinations, where he's looking, alerting the teammates. But shoot, we might have to play them in 2 more weeks.
Right.
So I'm not.
You're not gonna give it all
It was
away.
a great team win tonight. I'm not gonna boast too much, because we had to get this win. We wanted it. We needed it. Our stakes have been do or die for 6 weeks. So it's a huge win for us to keep our playoff hopes alive. They're in already. We had to come out and fight and get this win.
Yeah.
Lamar, let me ask you this. A lot of people are talking about how much the Baltimore Ravens, unconventional this offense is. Tell us, I've been talking all about you got to throw the ball. What is the one thing that you can talk to your critics right now and tell them about yourself as a passing quarterback versus a guy who's just going to hold on to the ball and kind of do the razzle-dazzle?
Well, yeah, I'm going to take advantage of what the defense gives me. My job is to keep the ball rolling down the field, score points. And just out there running around, that's not going to happen. They say I run around, but, the defense always come up. I'm throwing the ball over their head. We're scoring points. So, they're going to say whatever they want to say. We're going to just keep proving them wrong.
Both of you guys, how far can this ball go? We've been asked this question 100 times, and we'll be asked 100 more times on this desk. How far can the Baltimore Ravens go?
In other
Steve
words,
talking about with that unconventional system that they play.
AFC.
Could you guys take this and go all the way to the Super Bowl? How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel like we could, but, we got to play with the Browns next week. So that's our focus right now.
Honestly, why not? What we do, we play great defense, we control the ball on offense, we play great special teams. So why can't you in playoff football? That's ingredients
It's
to
the good
win.
old basics football.
So anyone has a
Right.
chance. We get in the tournament, we have a good shot as anybody. So I know for a fact no one wants to see us. I know that.
Hey, Eric, so everybody said it's going to take Lamar Jackson a little while to get acclimated to the NFL game, like a lot of rookie quarterbacks. When did you know he was ready to step into the spotlight the way that he has?
Honestly, in training camp, he had a long ways to go, and he'd probably say that. But he worked every day after practice with our quarterbacks coach, Irvin, footwork, and probably late October, he was actually giving us trouble as a scout team quarterback. So I was like, okay, he's making some legit throws against us. So if he's making them against us, then he could for sure go in there if we needed him to. So he's put in the work. He's studied. He's a humble kid. We love him.
I've been saying that.
What has been the biggest surprise from your part, Lamar, as you survey the NFL landscape? What's been the most difficult thing for you, and what's been the biggest surprise to you?
Well, the difficult thing was, just getting my mindset, our system. I have flashbacks of college, our plays and different concepts, but it's really the same thing. People don't give us credit for that, but Petrino, it was a pro-style offense. I was just in pistol all the time, and the biggest surprise for me was the speed. You know, I had to get adjusted to the speed.
All these jokers can run.
Oh, yeah, everybody running. The defensive line, you know, linebackers, you know, they coming. So, you know, I had to get adjusted to that going preseason. Because sometimes I think I can outbeat them jogging, they slapping my foot. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to turn it up a notch, definitely.
Yeah.
So, Eric, are you and Lamar going to be busting out your Drew Brees jerseys tomorrow, watching the Saints take on the Steelers?
Yeah, are you?
Nah, I mean, we win, we're most likely in, so we don't really care.
But you want to win the AFC North, and
well,
you know
obviously, but I'm not into rooting for other people. We win, we're in, so we control our own destiny.
Lamar,
we root for us. I ain't watching that game.
you're not even going to watch it?
I just find out.
Really?
I got to get ready for Browns.
Yeah.
No interest in it.
Nah.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Eric, I think you flew about 150 people out here.